Loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I walk alone in the night, neath the pale moon. Loving's for the fools. Baby, beware of my bite. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a creeping through the shadows and the corners of your mind. I go where the wind blows. I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering the name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a I'm feeling so hollow. Don't you know? Don't you know? I'm living in shadow. Don't you know? Don't you know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fool's gold. I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I did it all for love. Yes, I did it all for love. Oh, they say fools believe in it, so I guess I'm one of them.
Well, hello! Hello, everybody! How is it going? How is your weekend, or more like your Sunday, or the rest of your Sunday going? I don't know. Hello! Hey, Nikrom, welcome! By the way, I am trying some new stuff with like some noise reduction on the microphone, mostly because I have like a fan blowing around because it's hot here already. So do let me know if like there's any annoying like pauses in the voice or something. Oh, oh, that doesn't sound good, Jorok. Uh, yeah. But I mean, relaxing must sound nice right now, to be honest. I'm glad the sound is alright on your end. I definitely need to get a haircut sometime during the next week. So yeah. Whoa, sorry, I'm adjusting the fan just so it's not too annoying. Yeah, so in case you don't. Alright, so in case you don't know, if you're not in the Discord server, the challenge we have right now is about flowers. And I thought that maybe I would try some stuff that I wanted to try some time ago, which is to use draw mesh instance in direct so that I can draw a whole bunch of flowers, but to also combine that with geometry shaders so that I can have dynamic resolution, I guess, on the mesh, so that I can also have like some culling based on distance or like some LOD kind of thing. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna try and make the geometry shader for like the flower shapes, and then we'll see about combining it with like the mesh instance drawing. We'll see how it goes. I mean, not sure if everything will go smoothly, but you know, there's only one way to find out. So before I start, I want to like do a small planning on how this is going to look. So you're going to have to see me draw here, so that's bad for you. Alright, so the core concept is to basically instantiate just like one mesh, one vertex with mesh instancing, right? And then that mesh, which still is just going to be like one vertex, is going to have a geometry shader that will also like create the rest of the geometry that we want, right? So how is that going to happen? So really all I need in order to make the flower is like the initial point. It's normal. So, you know, I am assuming that the normal vector is going to point upwards. It's basically going to use the normal of the terrain or like of any surface it's instantiated upon. You know what? I'm gonna have different colors for the normal. Yeah. Alright. That's not that narrow, that's better. Okay. So that's what I start with, right? So the goal is to have something like a thin quad of sorts for like the stem. I'm not going to have it be like a beveled geometry, extruded and all that. It's just going to be a quad. And you know, hopefully if there's going to be enough of them, you know, it won't look bad. So the core idea here is to, you know, take the initial position and then get like this is exaggerated, the quad won't be so thick, but just showing here. So, you know, I will add another vertex on like X distance on the right from the original vertex, and also like another one again X distance here. And then I'm gonna get like another one here and another one there. You know what? I'm just gonna... Yeah, that's better. Alright. So I'm gonna get some vertices there as well. They will be like at a Y distance from the base vertex. Hey, Cyan. Though, by the way, this distance might not be like X. Like right now it is X, but you know what? I'm just gonna call it like X hyphen. Because I might want it to be like now more narrow at the top. So yeah, maybe that's a bit confusing. Anyway, and you know, gonna make these two triangles, and that's how we'll get the stem. So like that's step one. All right, and then we will have the step two, which is let me... Right. Which is that at the end of it, like at the top, I'm also going to have like a square shape, kinda. Like basically, it's going to be a square pyramid. So okay, I'm gonna try and draw it here, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna show you the top view. Alright. So you can assume this is like looking down on the shape. And why is diagonals in Photoshop not a thing with Shift? I don't get it. Come on. Yeah, whatever. So the top shape is going to be something like this. You can imagine... Oh, God. Okay. You can imagine that this center point is at where this point is. It's basically... Yeah, the center point is basically this one. Oh, okay. Okay. It's basically this one. So, you know what? Gonna call it C or something, just so you know, maybe it's a bit clear. So that's like the... God damn it. That's the C point. And yeah, I will also like extrude along like some other width and height to get these four vertices and basically get this shape. And I want it to be like that and not like just a quad, because these points will actually be maybe a bit higher up, so that you have like a pyramid kind of shape. So that's gonna be step two. We'll be very lucky if I actually manage step one. So yeah, let's start with that. This is probably my favorite bug. I'm moving my mouse right now, but it's something that has confused me so many times. When I forget the like digitizer pen on top of the actual tablet, and then my mouse goes bonkers and I can't figure out why. Anyway. Alright, so I don't have like the single vertex mesh here already, but I will start with just a quad, because I mean a quad has four vertices and it's like an ideal candidate to mess around with geometry shaders. Alright, so you know what, I'm just gonna seamlessly link it. I have a tutorial on geometry shaders. That's like I have found it to be a good primer for people, because it goes through like some of the weirdness of geometry shaders. Let me find it though, and I can link it. And there I actually have like a template shader for like geometry shaders, template starting point, which I'm calling like new geometry shader. This is the link, and I already have this one here. It's open, and I will actually just copy its content and make a new shader for that. So let's see, it's going to be an lit shader, flower geometry shader. Hey Vitracam! I'm gonna paste all the new stuff here and change the name. Flower geometry shader. Okay. And now we can start cooking. Okay, so this right now is like a really bare bones geometry shader. Hey Vitracam, no, you didn't miss anything, just that I had a thing yesterday night, so I thought that I would move the stream to today, tonight. And I don't know, maybe at some point, maybe soon, I will remove the weekend stream and maybe make it like a weekday thing. Not sure. Depends on what comes up on my schedule, to be honest. So, flower geometry. Oh, thanks for the follow, Z. Warrior? I don't know, it's probably something French, but I want to try to say it more. Okay, flower geometry, yes, alright. And alright, so right now you can't really see anything different because this is like this is a non-shader. I mean, it has a setup for a geometry shader, but it basically does nothing. It outputs the exact same vertices it gets. So yeah. Yeah, this basically tells us that, you know, it outputs the maximum number of vertices per triangle it outputs is 3, because it outputs like one triangle. And yeah, it's just passing the data along, it doesn't do anything. But this is what we're gonna play around with. Alright, so I'm gonna start with getting like the base width, base stem width, I guess I'm gonna call it, base stem width. Set it to 3.1 just to, you know, see something out of the box. And okay, in the most expensive case, how many vertices is like the maximum number? Hey Sizzle Gizzle. Oh, it's yeah, okay. So yeah, how many are the max vertices that we will be outputting? So to be honest, I can even ignore the original vertices and the original triangles, because it's just going to be like a one vertex. I hope that this will work actually, but you know what? Yeah, since I'm not really interested in getting triangles, I can change this. Oh, hey Ruffle Dance. Good solid resources to actually start learning HLSL. Solid best for it. Oh, thanks for the nice comment. That's really nice. So, well, right now I'm writing CG, and what I'm going to propose is actually GLSL, so no HLSL stuff, but I mean, it doesn't really matter, it's all the same. One great place to start, you know what, since I have it open here, I already have an archive page in my site which has like a bunch of useful links at the bottom as well. One of them is the book of shaders. Oh yeah, it's like the first one, obviously, because it's the go-to place for to start getting into shaders. I think that's like the best way to start. Well, either way, getting started with shaders, even like in code form in GLSL or whatever, it's very transferable to like any other environment and any other engine. So I highly suggest, you know, getting started with even more bare bones shader GLSL stuff, and then, you know, getting over to Unreal Engine and node based shaders is going to be like super easy. But speaking of that, I actually also have like a series. I also have like a series which I know that I've been a bit behind, but still, whatever. It's called Shader Quest, and the concept is that it's not focused on like one engine, but more around shader concepts and then how to apply them in the different environments and engines. And I also try and cover Unreal Engine as well. And damn, wow, the last one was like 2 months ago. Crap. Okay, life's been busy. Sure thing, I hope you enjoy the resources in any case. Shaders are fun. So, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about that I actually don't really need the triangle here, because I'm just gonna be working with vertices, and I think yeah, I think that I can change that. Oh yeah, awesome. All right, so instead I can say point, and in which case let me see. I think it's just like an array with one element, if that makes sense. And yeah, the output is going to be a triangle stream though. So does that make sense? Hold up. Okay, it's not really rendering right now. I mean, I might keep it as it was. Hey, Pyromechanical. How's it going? Yeah, so this isn't quite working, and should it be 3? No, it should be 1. That is known. Oh, glad to hear that. That you're doing well at least. No, and also, to be honest, this is not even necessary for like, even in this form. Oh, maybe it was necessary. Hold up. Oh, yeah. Alright, yeah, that wasn't even necessary here, because we only add like one triangle per triangle, if that makes sense. So we don't really need to restart the strip again. You know what, I'll just... Yeah, I'll just do it like this, or you know what, I'm curious. I'm just gonna do some more quick tests, because this is annoying. Okay, I do want to output a triangle stream, but this supposedly... yeah, maybe Pyro, but this isn't HLSL, this is CG. Though it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's still just like shaders, it's all shader code. Hey, I'm Felden Dumont, how's it going? Yeah, see, but I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, it's probably not going to work, but you know what? Oh no, it's working. It's kind of working. Yeah, HLSL is like so similar to CG that I can just, like, this is now HLSL. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, and also another fun fact. This all is like CG, but this is actually GLSL. Sorry, HLSL. I think that the geometry shader part is, because it's a DirectX thing, if I'm not mistaken. It's an HLSL thing. So it's like a weird thing that's happening here with like stuff on top of stuff. Yeah, I mean, GLSL just covers everything, so you know, why really bother? Okay, so I'm just gonna go like this, and you know, I guess I'm gonna be instantiating a triangle or something instead of like a single vertex, so already problems appeared. Hey Geos, I am making some geometry shaders for like flowers, though I'm still I still haven't done really anything yet. Just trying some stuff around with bare bones geometry shader. Yeah, actually I'm filmed. It's not HLSL, it's CG, even though it's like super similar to HLSL. That's why it was also compiling when I changed the blocks. Yes, this is the standard, the built-in rendering pipeline, the burp. Okay, so one thing that's, you know what, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change the syntax a little bit, like, alright, so instead of this, I'm gonna make this whole thing be like an include. This is going to be moved here, and this is going up here. There we go. And all that now can actually go down here. Alright, this is still going to... It should still work, but I did an error. This should be here. Right? Oh, too bad, Pyro. Yeah, hope see you in the next stream. Or I mean, you can see the recording when it goes up on YouTube, so don't worry. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? No, that should be outside. Okay, hold up. You know what? It's okay. I'm gonna add this here. Oh, I know what's wrong. But it's okay. I'll still keep those here. There we go. Okay. So I had to change. I changed the setup a little bit. So because afterwards I'm gonna want to add some shadow casting as well. It's more convenient to use like this CG include format, so that, you know, next up in the shadow casting pass, I can just say, you know, Fragment geometry geom and not have to basically copy and paste the whole thing. Small thing, just, you know, something to do later. Okay, and also something that's super useful is to make a method here for like all the new point stuff. So it's going to be g2f get vertex, getting the position, the object space position, the UVs, and yeah, it's gonna take a vertex color. We're gonna use them for some separating between stem and the actual flower, and then normal vector. I do want to get the normal vector, so getting that here. You know what? I'm gonna take the tangent as well. It's free data. In the vertex to geometry, I'm gonna pass those as is. Oh, tangent is float 4. It has a sign as well. I mean, I won't be using it, but whatever. Still compiling, that's good. I'm gonna pass those as is. The vertex function is going to be pretty underwhelming here for the most part. By the way, can you hear the keyboard? Because I'm using the noise reduction thing, and I think that it kills the clickety clackety sounds of my keyboard. Alright, so basically whatever I'm doing here, or more like here, I'm gonna be doing in a method. Oh, and I know that it would sound satisfying. I usually leave it on and didn't have any complaints so far. But because I also have like the fan blowing, and you know, maybe it could be picking up some annoying buzzing here and there. So I thought that I would try it out. Okay, so now we're going to geometry to fragment. So the position that we want to be outputting is actually the clip space, the clip space position. So unity object to clip pos, and I'm gonna take the object space position. All right. We'll see what else we want to pass. Actually, we're gonna want to also pass like the vertex colors. So here, and also world normals. Sounds good. Alright, so yeah, the color is going to be like just cold. The UVs just gonna be the UVs, and the world normal is going to be object to world normal. All right. And do we want fog? Do I want the fog? You know what? Yeah, screw it. Let's add some fog. Alright, so I can yeet this out now, and now, supposedly, I can instead say, wait, don't want to yeet them, just for reference. I can supposedly say get vertex, and object space position is going to be the in vertex, and UV is going to be the in I UV, and for color just black for now, and like 0 everything, and I don't know, float 3 0 1 0 whatever. All right, okay. Yeah, obviously, because I'm not returning the boom. All right, we still have stuff going on, and just to show you that I'm actually doing things, I'm gonna, you know what, just for I can hit this now, still working, awesome. And just to show you that I am actually doing things, I'm gonna add a random thing to the vertex position. Here we go. So these triangles are actually now being output from the geometry shader. So we're kinda cooking now. Alright. So the thing is, I actually don't really want the initial triangles, I just want my new triangles. So I'm gonna comment this out for now. And yeah, we're getting nothing, no error. It's not magenta, it's just outputting nothing because I'm giving it no new vertices to output, or new triangles actually. Yeah, we are outputting triangles with the geometry shader. Cool. So something that I also tried to start before, but I got distracted. How many should the max vertices be? So we have, things are falling. Okay, so we have this is a new one, this is a new one, and this is a new one. So we have I don't know. Let's number them or something. You know what? No, just gonna name them, but with capitals, just to make it extra confusing. So the base is going to be A and B, and then we have C and D. So for now, forget about. Oh, I'm drawing in the wrong layer, but it's okay. Yeah. So now forget about this. Alright, so I have these, these will be my new vertices. So here's a question for you. If I were to just render this quad for its triangle, vertices on existing vertices, kinda, but the test, the thing I'm gonna ask you like in a quiz way, if I were to just make this shape for each triangle, what should this number be? This is the maximum number of vertices I'm gonna be outputting per triangle. Okay, so if I just have like this quad shape, how many vertices I'm outputting per triangle? It's a trick question, by the way. I'm waiting for like an answer. Yeah, it's 6. It's 6. It's not 4. Because I cannot share them between triangles. Because as I mentioned here, I am outputting a tri-stream. So I'm just adding one triangle after another. So yeah, it's gonna be 6. Because like 1, 2, 3, and again 1, 2, 3. I'm not sharing anything here. But the thing is, I actually want this to not to be per triangle, but per vertex. Per vertex. Anyway, so that means that I'm gonna need 3 of those. So it's gonna be 3 multiplied by 6 for the stem. And then for the second part, which is going to be using this kind of configuration, there's these 4. Wow, that's not supposed to be B, okay. And this E, I don't know. But still, it's 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 12. Right? Yeah, 12. Exactly. But again, it's 1 per vertex. So 3 multiplied by 12. So I can just add this here just to remind myself how this came to be. But this is like 18 and 36. Damn, those are a lot. That was right. 54. It's gonna be expensive. Alright. Should I just do it like per triangle? Yeah, Zed, I have some thoughts. They are expensive. They can be, or at least nowadays, I guess not so much. Mostly the main thing with Geometry Shader, I think it's about portability because they're not supported in some rendering systems. I think like Metal doesn't support Geometry Shaders. So I think getting them on Mac doesn't work. And mobile also I think doesn't have them. So it's mostly like a platform thing, to be honest. But also, yeah, it seems they're kinda expensive as well. But, you know, right now, don't really care about that. Should I, like, just render one flower per triangle and call it a day? Maybe that would be better. Yeah, what the hell. Let's start with 1 for now. So just 6 plus 12. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, if it's easy for 1, then, you know. That means that we don't also need like this loop. And alright, let's see. So, okay, instead of using like the 1 vertex, I'm gonna be using the center of the triangle, which is pretty easy to get. It's just gonna be the mean value of the points. Sorry. So in 0 vertex plus in 1 dot vertex plus in 2 dot vertex, and all that divided by 3, and that will give me like the center of the triangle. It might not be, I mean, it should be the accurate center, but even if it wasn't, I don't really care. I just want like a point. Alright. So I'm gonna start with like the stem, right? So I want like the first point. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna call this like point A. It's gonna be, yeah, this is so confusing, but let's say that this is like point A or something. Okay, but I also want something for the height of the stem. So set it here, and also for the top, so top stem with top stem width. Yeah, geometry shaders are pretty cool. I mean, the coolest thing is just like, you know, making it work and seeing, you know, the normals and all that stuff work. I don't know, when I got my head around geometry shaders, I felt that a new world just opened in front of me because I could understand geometry of objects much better. But yeah. Alright, so the point A is going to be like the center plus the base stem width, half of it. You know what, just gonna cache some things because I'm gonna need them. So half base width. Oh, raid! Thanks so much for the raid, Lutz Labs. So this is gonna be here. So basically, that means that I don't really need the tangent anymore, I guess. So screw that. I'm just gonna move like to the right, the object space right of the center. That should be okay. So half base width. And okay, we might run into or most definitely run into issues with like winding order and all that crap. So I'm not, at the end I'm obviously gonna be using cull off, but I'm not gonna use it yet because I want to see that my triangles will be alright. So if like this is the center, you know what, gonna make it white. Alright, so if this is the center, this is point A at some point, right? The initial point A. So the first triangle is going to need this, and it's also going to need like this point, whatever. Let's call this B. What should be the right winding order? Is it clockwise or clockwise? I always forget. What is the correct winding order for like? Is it the rule of the right hand like this, and like the normal is going? I don't know. You know what? Just trial and error. And the C point is going to be here, so that I get this first triangle. Amazing art, I know. Alright. So that means point A is going to be like the center plus that on the x-axis. the point B is gonna be the center, and that on the x-axis, and the height on the y-axis. So is it clockwise for front faces? In that case, I'm going the other way, right? We'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, I am doing something super wrong here right now. Can you guess which is it? What's wrong with what I'm writing here, and the case, the use case I have in my scene? Well, maybe it's not super obvious, but you know, I am assuming that the y-axis is up, right? That's a very good assumption. You know what? Yeah, especially here, because I have a quad, and the quads are facing like this originally. The y-axis, the one I would want for it to stick upwards would be like the z-axis instead of the y. But you know, either way, just to be 100% sure, I'm gonna add the normal instead. So sorry, just yeah, okay. Just copying some stuff. Yeah, just yeah. It's gonna have cull off, so yeah, I just care about it being consistent. So I'm gonna also get like the median normal vector like this. So yeah, up is going to be the direction of our normal either way. So this should do it. And in this case, point C is going to be center minus, or flow 3 minus half base width. And that is our first triangle, supposedly. And we can see if this is working like so. Yeah, just try stream append, and yeah, we can just say get vertex with point A. And you know what, I don't really care about those stuff, so just gonna do this and try stream restart strip. This is actually going to be necessary in this case because I'm gonna be adding triangles again and again, but for one triangle it isn't really necessary. So let's see where that leaves us. Okay, it leaves us with errors. What isn't? Is it line 73? Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Just add like another 0 here. I'm gonna have the same issue here as well, I know it, so might as well, come on, might as well do this. Love me some swizzling. Try stream, what did I write wrong? Oh, XS, there we go. Yeah. So that kinda makes sense, you know, because we have the oh, I can also like increase the width and the height. There we go. starts at the center of its triangle on the quad and makes the first triangle and extrudes upwards, and all looks good. Yay! We have our first procedurally made triangles in here. Let's keep going. So, yay! So now I'm gonna be erasing this. We were going counterclockwise, so let's keep doing that. In which case, this can be A, this can be B, and this can be C. Thanks for the follow, Untitled. To go like this. So yeah, something that I do for my geometry shaders in general is just have like the 3 points declared and just change them again and again, so I can visualize in my head at least, or with some comments if I'm bored enough. You know, this is the first triangle with the ABC, and then moving on to the second triangle with new point ABC, and so on and so forth. So in this case, the A is gonna be this, but I'm gonna call it point A. Point B is gonna be pretty much the same, but thanks for the follow, Mickey Supers. But it's gonna be minus here because our B is this one now, and C is gonna be actually the same, but I'm still gonna write it just to be explicit. And appending these three and restarting the strip. Yay! We have quads, and we can adjust like the stem width here, and something that I neglected to do and nobody reminded me is that I'm also using the base stem width for the top as well, but that's easy to change. So I can also have a float half top width. It's gonna be the top stem width multiplied by 0.5, and for the top, instead of using the base, I'm gonna be using this and this and this. Awesome. So now we have separate separate widths for like the base and the top. And you know what, if we're also feeling like super giddy, we can also add like segments and make kind of make it bend and all that. But yeah, for now I think that's good enough. Also, I want to try something but I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but I want to try it anyway. Let me see. Okay, so this is a method I had handy for like rotating, and I actually want to try and see if I can like rotate the whole quad by like, I don't know, 45 degrees at least, to see if it's working. So for that, I'm actually gonna use it here to apply it in on all the vertices. It's gonna be Unity Pi. What's 45? It's right. Yeah, that makes sense. I think. Yeah. Okay. The order might be wrong. Yeah. Okay. No, that's actually correct. Because I'm rotating on the y-axis, and the y-axis of the quad is like this. So if I instead use a plane with proper... Okay, so this is a classic issue with matrix multiplication. So I think that the problem with this usually is that I just need to change the order. No? That's annoying. Should it be like transposed? If it's not transposed, no. If it's first but not transposed, I mean, those are also rotated. Yeah, obviously not doing anything now. I think it's because they're not centered or something. You know what? I'm not gonna bother with it for now. I'll check that out later. So going back to the quad. All right. So the first part actually is already done. So let's see about this. It's gonna be a square, so I just need like one extra dimension. So just flower size. Okay, let me see how I can approach this. So all the triangles are gonna have the center one as the main thing. Oh, I also want like the depth, I guess, I'm gonna call it. All right. So let's assume that this is gonna be a first. Going counterclockwise, so let's say we're going for this triangle first. So A, B, C. A is actually like center plus normal multiplied by the height of the flower that we already used, and B is gonna be like A plus like the size of the flower But it's okay, so it's gonna be the size of the flower on the X and Z. Do I need the tangent vector for this? Anyway. So yeah, let's say that, yeah, not sure. Not sure what to say here. So you know what, just gonna call this V for now. And V is just like the load 101, like the, you get the point. Anyway, so yeah, gonna be like this, and it's also gonna have some more height based on the depth D, and C is gonna be the same, but it's gonna be like -1. Okay, something like this, I guess. Should I just use like world space coordinates, because I feel that the whole rotation thing is gonna do me ugly. Or you know what? Let's see if this is gonna work. Gonna add some directions here. So let's say right is gonna be the world to object of the float 4100, right? Left is gonna be -1, and I mean, I don't need up because I have the normals, and yeah, normals is gonna be much more consistent. But like I do want the diagonal, I guess. So forward right is gonna be 1, 1. Forward left is gonna be -1, 1. And okay, yeah, okay. So something like that. So just out of curiosity, I want to try and instead use these directions of this width multiplied by right. I mean, I guess some normalization wouldn't hurt. Not sure if they would. I mean, this is not normalized for sure. So you know what? Just normalize everything. Well, not everything, but you get the point. Alright, and it's also gonna be right. It's cleaner that way too. And this is gonna be left. Just wanna see if things look okay for now, even if I'm not finished yet. 85. Oh no. You know what? Okay. Okay. they still seem to be vibing, so yeah. Let's just keep it wall space. So again, right. That was right, yeah, right. And that was left. And this was left as well. All good, all good. Peachy. All right. Going back to this then. This is gonna make things easier. So let's start with point A. Point A is gonna be the center plus the float for normal for the stem height that we know. Actually, it's just gonna be that because it's like the top of the stem. All right, and point B is gonna be, well, point A plus the size, flower size, multiplied by forward right. Let's say forward right, and add some float for normal 0 multiplied by flower depth. And point C is gonna be this, but instead of forward right, it's forward left. Right. Oh, and this again. I mean, this could also be like a method as well, but just being explicit again here. All right. Yep. This is going like I wanted it. All right. Yeah, we'll definitely need to go cull off. Yeah. So one more time, but this time, oh, I mean, yeah, counterclockwise, right? So let's go counterclockwise with the triangles as well. So instead, this is gonna be B now, and this is gonna be C. So A is always the same. To be honest, could be like commented out, but again, just being explicit. B is gonna be, well, the same as C, to be honest. The same as the previous C, because like forward left and all that. And C is back left. So just these changes. If anybody has any questions, by the way, I don't know if you're completely lost because everybody's so quiet. But yeah, I hope you're following like the logic here, even if this seems like weird. And another one. So we did this. Going counterclockwise, this is now gonna be B, this is gonna be C, right. So again, I can do the same thing, so this is now B, and C is back right. And finally, well, good question. That is to tell the geometry shader that I'm starting a new triangle, because otherwise you could try to add like the the points to the same triangle or something like that. But it's basically to say that, okay, I'm done drawing this triangle, I'm gonna be drawing another triangle now. Okay, and again this is gonna be B, this is gonna be C. So this is gonna be B and C is gonna be forward right. Okay, so this is all great, and this is a very good time to add some cal off to actually see the flowers in their full glory. There we go. Slight issue with geometry shaders is that you don't get bounds recalculation. So that means that occlusion culling will cull like your extra stuff here because the bounds are not being recalculated. Oh well. So yeah, now we have a stem and we have like the top, and we can increase the size of the flower and like make it even go more like this. Make it shorter. So yeah, okay, it's going well. I do want to still try and rotate it though. That would take many more vertices, and I mean you can see that I'm manually writing all that stuff. Alright, so let's talk UVs. So I was either way gonna go with a more stylistic approach. So the stem is gonna have like a solid color, but I do want to like actually map a flower texture or something on this shape here. So it's actually easy. It's an actually easy thing to do. Because like this is a square, and we can just manually, you know, put the UVs we want. So we have all these vertices. Wow, that was off. Come on. Alright. Yeah, okay, I should have drawn the shape first, I guess. Alright. That's not centered. Okay, that's whatever. Okay, whatever. Let's say this is our shape. So you know the way we can we look at it top down, we can pretty easily like give it the full range of UVs to easily map stuff on it. So this is gonna be 0, 0. This is gonna be 1, 1. This is gonna be 0.5, 0.5. 1, 0, 0, 1. That's easy. I should have thought about it while I was actually making the triangles, because now I'll have to figure out which is which again, but no worries. Okay, so starting Oh, give me a second. I will be right back. And I'm back. I actually know that ruffle dance, and I'm actually doing that. But the thing is that because it takes the pressure sensitivity of the pen, it makes it, yeah, exactly. It makes it pointy. It doesn't always work, or I think it's, I don't know, wasn't working that well. Oh well. All right. So I should also have marked. Yeah, this is flower top, and this is like the stem. Oh, no worries. All right. So point A, gonna give it the proper UVs and just apply this everywhere. So you can actually go nuts with this here. All right. So that's actually easy. Or you know what? Just 0.5. Yeah, that works. All right. And let's see. Point B. Here, point B is forward right, so top right, so 1 1. Point C is forward left, so it's 0 1. Point B here is forward left again, so it's 0 1. Point C is back left, so 0. Here point B is back left again, so it's 0. Point C here is back right, so 1 0. I hope you get how I'm getting these numbers, by the way. If you don't get it, let me know. I can try and draw more things. Point B here is back right, so again 1 0. And point C is forward right, so 1 1. Alright, you're not seeing any changes here because I don't have a texture, but I can throw in any texture now and boom! It beautifully gets mapped to the flower. I can't believe this worked on the first go, by the way. These are not the things that usually work on the first go, just so you know. Oh, that's a neat behavior. It's because it's like the normals are not walled space. In walled space, they're like. Actually, why is that happening? Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Well, I mean, it's working in any configuration, so you know what, just gonna ignore this for now, I guess. You know what, I'm gonna try this again. And, oh, right, okay. Right. Wait, I did error. What did I do? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I know. Jesus. Okay, you know what? It's actually working for the vertices as well. Huh. It's interesting that it's only doing it like for the first vertex. Yeah, I know, right, Cyan? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The idea of Rolik is that this is going to be like the final flower. Obviously, not with these textures and colors, but the point is for me to like use draw mesh instance to like draw a bunch of like points or like very simple meshes with like a single vertex or something, and then basically procedurally create the flowers, the flower geometry, so that I can also control it. I can like make it disappear or make it even much simpler when it's far away and stuff like that, to add some LOD thing. It's weird that it's only two though. Isn't it weird? Also, do I have a flower? Of course I don't have a flower here. Weird. Alright. But you know what? I'm gonna try with a plane. It's probably only doing it like for the first triangle or something, for the first vertex or something, which is not a bad thing necessarily, because either way, like the plan was to only use like one vertex. So I don't know. Oh wow, plant evolution. That sounds cool. Those the tech behind those stuff is usually pretty impressive. Okay, and now could I like rotate the whole thing? I want to rotate them. Let's try. You know what? It's doing it to the whole thing there. Shader scripting and a good beginner tutorial docs. I do, Doko. I mentioned it a bit above, and I already have it here. So this is a very good place to start with. It's the book of shaders. It's teaching you like all the basics of shaders with GLSL and all that, and all the shader knowledge from there is very transferable to Unity and other systems as well. And there is also, if you're interested, I mean, I have a bunch of other useful links here on my archive page, as well as a bunch of my own tutorial series as well. What kind of stock that can twist and then puts a lift mesh at various points? Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah, it's like a parametric, like a modular thing, I imagine. These are always fun. Why is this not working like I wanted to? I mean, matrix stuff usually cause me lots of headaches. What if instead I did it on this? Oh, yes. Well, that's somehow even worse. Yeah, I mean, at least now they're rotated, but like they're also rotated. Should I first like hold up? Should I first like set them to P0? That makes no sense. Yeah, absolutely no sense. I don't know what I was thinking there. Or nope, nope. I hate that stuff. Oh, I removed the rot Y. I did. Back. Just yeah, I mean it's rotating them, but it's also rotating like the whole thing. Any ideas what I could do to fix that? Oh, thanks, Dark Bubble Tea. 7650 for the follow. Oh, as I was talking, I realized something that could potentially help. I think. So, I think that maybe something that can help is if I take the center, which is like the original vertex, and do this, and then this. Why? Oh, it's what? Wait, what? No, what? Oh, Oh, yeah, I'm stupid. Okay, and yeah, there we go. So yeah, that makes sense because geometry can say a single instance of the flower instead. Yeah, so that would be another approach that I was also thinking about, but I don't have so much experience with compute shaders like that. Ned, I don't know if you know Ned's tutorials, they're pretty amazing. Ned's approach is actually exactly that. I'm gonna share it here. That's an awesome tutorial to also follow, and the tutorial is in URP, but I have actually made it work in this project actually with built-in. It's super easy to do that as well. And yeah, it might actually be a lot better doing it with compute shaders because you also get like the portability in other platforms, and it's probably much faster than geometry shaders as well. So yeah, but I prefer doing it with geometry shaders. Oh, this channel is amazing, like really do subscribe. Ned's videos are amazing. Alright, so that allows me also to add a bit of randomness. Either way, I wanted to add some randomness here and there. So thinking. Okay. I can use the world space position of the center as a seed to my random. So it's gonna be random. Gonna use subject to world. Wrong. Come on. Thank you. Of the center. Basically gonna use the X Z of it. Sounds good. Takes a float too. That's awesome. So instead of like a fixed thing, gonna use the rand instead. So that should give me randomness. Yay! And you know, that doesn't actually have to stop there. I can also have the randomness here and maybe throw it well, yeah, I want to use it. I also want some rotation on the Z, by the way, so Z again randomly. How does that look? Magenta makes sense because this should go here. Okay, yeah, that's a bit intense, but it's doing its thing, I guess. I should probably like remap it to be like hold up. I can never. I should probably make like a snippet for the remap. Okay, gonna use this, I guess. Just gonna fix it up a bit. There needed to be a float 4, by the way. Yeah. Turn. Is that it? Okay. Remap. So it's going from 0 to 1. Want it to go from minus 0.2 to 0.2. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Alright, also I want a flower texture finally because this looks ugly, I know. Should maybe also probably like make it? Maybe? But it would take a lot of trial and error and I don't want to do that on stream, to be honest. Ooh, those are cute. Found. Ooh. Oh, those are pretty. Okay, found some pretty ones. All right. That's a pretty one. Awesome. Obviously gonna need to clip this, so I can do that in the Fragment shader. It's simple enough. Animated themes for Visual Studio. This is Visual Studio Code. Yeah, Visual Studio Code 1000 Illusions. It has. You can find the theme on the extensions. It's called Synthwave X Fluoro Machine. Yes, and it's because it has an alpha channel. Yeah, I noticed it. It's weird. It's because it has an alpha channel, and it thinks it's gonna be transparent or something. I'm not sure what's going on here. It's weird, but it's funny. So yeah, you can find that there, and it has some instructions about how to install it, because you have to also install like another extension and do some changing. But yeah, and it's actually not animated, it's just like bloom, and yeah, it's not moving. If you're talking about the sparks, that's the particles, that's another extension. It's called power mode. So yeah. Yeah, I just want to say call alpha minus, I don't know, 0.5. Gonna work. Awesome. We've got flowers. I mean, that's a that's a way too realistic textures, to be honest. But yeah. Okay, our stem disappeared, but that's okay. Either way, I was gonna separate it. So one way I was planning on separating it was using Vertex Colors. So okay, here on all the get vertex, here I'm just outputting 0 as the vertex color. Oh, what have I done? Oh no. Okay. yeah, you know how to go about this. So, and move. All right, awesome. So yeah, instead, you know what, just make it all white, and yeah, leave that black. I don't care. Gonna add a stem color. Well, I'm gonna add the regular color first. Color, and a stem color. Gonna be white for now, and move that there. Alright. Gonna multiply this by this, and now I can also say that it's gonna be lerp between black is a stem, so stem color and color using the vertex color. I.color. Nice. And I can give like a little greenish kind of color here. Alright, this is going better than expected. But you know what? I'm gonna change the flower color to something white, and that's because it's here. Okay, and that's because that will allow me to multiply it with to get more colors, and I can also randomize them, maybe using a gradient ramp or something. Okay, so the base stem definitely needs to be like more chill. Okay, the cool thing is that, you know, from afar they look like flowers, and that's cool. And you know, we can give them more dimension with this. Oh, those look like the Ghost of Tsushima thing. Or increase their size. Well, okay, maybe not like that. Okay. Maybe their height could be lower. Okay. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, what else? Okay, gonna add some. Okay, let's go with the gradient map for the coloring of the flowers. So that could be, let's say here. All right. So one way to assign the random texture to each of those would be using their vertex colors again. So, okay, since I don't really need all the data of the vertex color here, I could just go with the alpha. I don't care about anything else. And in here, well, I have the run value here, so that means that I can get a color value. Yeah. Or I mean, no, I'll just pass on the random value. So it's okay. So let's get these again. Alright. Alright. So let's go float 4. And you know what? Give the run value to the X, to the red channel, and leave the others white for now. I don't care. The alpha channel is the one I care either way. And yeah, I can say this, and I can also say you can sample the gradient map using the red. Yeah. Alright, nothing's happening because we don't have a gradient map here, but let's search for a cool gradient map. Okay, we have a cool gradient. Oh, these have an alpha channel thingy, so just keep the RGB from here. Okay, we can find a better. Oh, here we go. Oh, those are nice and colorful. That's nice. And okay, we can throw in some more randomization. By playing around with the height, actually. Okay, which makes me regret some decisions here. So, okay, height, stem height. Yeah, the stem height I want. So, here and here. No, here and here and here and here and here. Okay, so just height. Sounds good. And now this I can use with a random value, which I'm gonna remap from 0 to 1 to go something like 0.8 to 1.3. Alright. You know what? How do you feel about some wind, some like movement thingies? I think it could look good. So easy way to do that. But we probably glad you're on board, Cyan. So it's an easy thing to do. We probably though want the wind to only to not affect like the base of the stem, so it would just like go from like the top vertices of the stem and the actual flower top part. So again, easy thing to do because we have Vertex Colors. Let's see. Here I can use the green channel for it, so well all the flower, I mean yeah, they're gonna be white. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty straightforward already. That's done then, but these here, these are the top ones, right? This and this, yeah. So here point B, instead of all 0, it's gonna have 0, 1, 0, 0. Same goes for A here and B here as well. Alright. Why am I doing that? I mean, I don't need to mark them for wind displacement to pass on the fragment shader, because the fragment shader is not going to add the wind, obviously. Damn. Alright, so going the classic route here, displacement, wind texture, make it bump by default, because that gives 0.5 values on the red and green channel, and since I'm remapping the wind texture values, this is gonna mean that, you know, you don't have any wind if you don't have a wind texture. And scale and texture will actually scale and speed will actually be managed from the scale and tiling thing. I just want the displacement, the wind amount, so wind amount. Whoa. Awesome. All right. Gonna sample the wind here. Oh, I want the ST thing. ST. Wind texture ST. All right. So float to this will gonna be. You know what? I'm probably gonna need this center wall force since I'm using it here. So it's gonna be the text to the center wall force xz multiplied by. Oh, I forgot the actual texture. Wind texture. Multiplied by wind texture stxy plus some time. Wind texture stw. And keeping the red and green. And multiplying, remapping to -1, 1. And you know what? Since we already have a huge one-liner, we can make it bigger. Wind speed, wind amount, whatever. So yeah, we can actually just make sure about some things. Sorry, just checking out some things. Okay, yeah, that's dead wrong. All right. So wind is gonna be oh, you know what? So screw that. You know what? Screw that as well. So wind is gonna be volt to object of little float 3. That's gonna be the display. Yeah, that makes some sense, I think. So now I can remap this. Wrong thing. Okay, here, and then multiply with the wind amount. And now, for all the things that I want to move, for all the points that I want to move, which are gonna be like the high points, I'm gonna add some wind. So you get some wind, and you get some wind. Anybody else want some wind? Yeah, all these guys gonna get some wind. So Oh, it doesn't work like that? Okay. Whatever. Gonna do it manually, I guess. Oh no, wait, I'm no. Yeah, okay, whatever. The longer I try to think about how to go about it, the longer it will take. Thanks for the follow, Kyle PCT. So yeah, now I can just like wind. I think that won't with my Unity. Also, yeah, I know already what the problem is. It's wrong. Okay. Now I don't know what the problem is. Excuse me? Oh, okay. What is the problem? What is the problem? I'm waiting. In case, yeah, exactly. Obviously, that was the problem. All right, gonna add some wind. Kinda seems to be working. Yeah, they are moving. Is it? Oh yeah, it was too big, I guess. Maybe. Whoa. Wow. So cool how they change their colors when you move them. Oh, sorry, yeah. It looks like this. Or the one I tried afterwards was like this. Just two channels of noise. Usually Perlin noise works best. Oh, thanks a lot for the follow, Mathematicamente Moral. Well, hi to you too. Alright, so stuff are happening. I'm not sure if you know what, maybe I should try and make it work with instancing. Could be interesting. So, okay, screw that for a little bit. Okay, I have a little system here that I have made in the past. It's called the Place Mesh Instance Painter. There we go. It has this neat little handle here, and I actually, hold up, I think I have an updated version on a different project, because that's the mess I've done with all the fragmentation here. So let's see, assets, mesh instance painter. Actually, yeah, which iteration is that? I'm not even sure, but just to be sure, I'm gonna replace these. Assistance painter. Come on. Copy. Replace. And same goes for the editor. Copy. Replace. Alright, I think that should be better. Alright. So let's see if it's still working. Gonna try just like with a cube. I'm gonna try an instance grass material, I think it's called. Yeah. Instance material. Oh, I remember what that is. Hold up, I think that's because of this. Yeah, there we go. Not sure why it's not. Oh yeah, sometimes the clear all is being it's not updating as it should, which is annoying. But you can just like erase them, I guess. Not sure what weird things are happening here, by the way. But yeah, you can draw meshes with draw mesh instance indirect, and yeah, it kinda works for the most part. So I'm gonna try and use this system to draw like a single. I will start with just like a quad, I guess. A quad is not a good idea, I guess. But anyway, gonna try and make the geometry shader play nicely with the instance stuff. You know what? No. You know what? I'm gonna use a quad. But yeah, I won't even try it right now because I know that it won't work. I didn't actually even want that, so yeah, like yeah, that's a bit fiddly, I know. Yeah, see, it's not working because it's not yet meant to be played around with mesh instancing. So one step at a time, I guess. In case you don't know, draw mesh instance direct. Unity actually has decent documentation on this, and besides that, it also gives you some examples, some shader examples on how to make shaders that work with draw mesh instance indirect, which is awesome. And this is that's what I have used with the surface shader, and that's what I'm gonna use with this one right here, or at least try to, because maybe the whole geometry thing is gonna make it hard for me. Let's see. Okay, so this is yeah, that stuff is definitely gonna need those. And oh well, wait, it's actually data rotation. Oh, that's weird. Vertex. It's weird. That's a weird thing it's doing, but I think I can try and figure it out. I think. So yeah, just for reference, this is what the instance surface shader looks like. It has like the structured buffers with the things it wants, so I'm gonna add those as well. I don't need the if def here, that's a surface shader thing. But I do want this just to be safe. All right. And also I do need to upgrade my target. So but this doesn't go here. This actually should go here. Okay. So I get the positions and rotations and some normal data. And I can get the instance ID. Oh, would it be that simple? So here, instance ID sp instance ID. All right. So here I have the position buffer and how do I okay, so this would be the position. Oh, I think those are in wall space actually. Difference in performance using multiple structure buffer versus just one with a struct type. Cyan, I have no idea. No idea at all. I would assume that maybe it would be better using a struct because like the using, you know, the back and forth with 3 buffers instead of 1 might be more expensive than actually having more data in 1 buffer, I would assume. But yeah, I'm not the best person to ask for this. Okay, why is that all it needs to work? Because that seems... Oh, hold up. Oh, hold up. Yeah, okay. So this is not entirely correct. Obviously that's not entirely correct. Or hold up, no wait, I'm confused again. What is .w? Oh, it's a scale. Okay. Yeah, the position buffer has the old position. Obviously, this is not going to work, by the way. Yeah, it's even broken. So let's see. Oh, yeah, unit. Here int, thank you. Yeah, obviously not working. This I know that should be... Oh no, I don't know. I'm honestly very confused. Oh! Okay, you know what? I'm gonna start with this. Okay, I'm gonna get this. I'm calling it like this. Is this okay? That's okay. Oh, the preview here is so pretty. That's cool. Anyway. Okay, obviously still not working. And I mean, why would it work? I mean, I'm not doing anything with the actual data here. So the thing is that I need to change the Unity object to world and Unity world to object matrices. That's the main thing. And you know what? I'm gonna steal some things from here. You know, just gonna... Should this happen in the... Sorry, I know that's annoying, but I'm gonna find out the solution, maybe. Choosing, okay, the world position. Well, you know what, let's just... I'm gonna humor this. Obviously not going to work. It's doing some things. Okay, let's use a plane. You can understand my discomfort right now, because it kinda works, but not completely. Like, what's the thing with the moving? It does look pretty though. You know what? Even though it does that thing, that moving thing, I think I'm gonna count my blessings here and just, you know, go with that. Oh, that's killing my frame rate apparently, or the stream frame rate or something. That's very accurate, Cyan. Yes, yeah, the script that actually does happen, the bounce of the painter. So that's interesting. Also, why is it dropping like my frames so much? That's crazy. Yeah, it does look like it moves based on the bounce. When the bounce change, they move. Multiplying with wall to object basically, because I'm which is still wrong, because basically I'm collapsing every vertex position to the origin of the instance. So I know it's wrong. And I mean, I think why so shit? I really can't tell what its behavior is right now. But I think you know what, I'm gonna try copying these. I have gotten these ready from somewhere else, so I won't pretend I understand what they do. But yes, I can do this thing basically. So you know what, just get your vertex position, I don't care. Oh, thanks for the follow, Rottenbugs. So I can use this. The rot actually comes from this. In which I probably deleted the place you're talking about, Cyan. I was setting the o.vertex to the... Alright, so the data.xyz is the world space position of each individual instance. So what I was doing was basically saying that, you know, the local vertex position could be the world space origin of each instance multiplied by the world to object matrix to bring it in object space. It was very wrong in its conception. Yeah, I don't think it will work because I can try it. Hold on. Because this is in world space. Whoa! I mean, it looks like it's doing something. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. Kind of has a similar behavior, I guess. But supposedly, I think this should do the trick. This should do the trick. Kinda. Oh yeah. placing the correct mesh now, which it didn't do before, but it's only one. The flower sphere looks very cute, by the way. But it's only one. Why is that? Does this... You know what, Hey, Eri! Gonna try something. Maybe it's super wrong in many ways, but I want to try this. Okay, maybe I should bring this whole block in here. Do you think so? It works. Freaking works. So happy. Okay. Area I'm using, I have this little tool I have made, which is placing instances, actually points to draw mesh instance in direct. And right now I'm just placing random meshes that use custom geometry shader to create the flowers. So the flower geometry is actually made like dynamically, and yeah, the flowers are being created dynamically from vertices, from meshes, and the meshes are being instanced using the drawing tool. So yeah, something I wanna, like, this is with a plane, so I'm just gonna try on the geometry pass. What do you mean on the geometry pass? Okay, I'm gonna make this super complicated mesh to use here. Extras. Amazing. Is the geometry generated on the shader? Yeah, yeah, the flower geometry is being generated on the shader. I mean, yeah, it's right in the name. Alright, I'm gonna export this ridiculously intricate 3D model. So, Shader Lab assets. models, I guess. So let us from Vert. Alright. So, yeah. Here is this magnificent model I just created. It's not visible here, maybe you can see it from the mesh. There you go. It's like 0 vertices, what? Will it still work? Okay, no. Okay. Why though? I mean, it is one vertex. You know what? I'm gonna try and extrude and maybe then it will... Does it really need to be like to have a triangle? I mean, I guess I can make it like a single triangle. Maybe, I don't let's see if I can mesh compression off. Optimize nothing. Don't weld vertices. Ah, yeah, there we go. I think that should work. God! I guess that mess was too heavy for Unity to handle. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I'm instancing a mesh. Ideally, I just want it to be like a single vertex. Just like a single vertex, and then I'm using the geometry shader to take like the first vertex of each triangle, so in this case the only vertex, to generate a flower. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I'm just very curious to see if it's gonna happen again. Can I bring it in the scene? Yes, okay. Okay, and flower geometry. And scale range from 0.5, no, sorry, 0.9 to 1. Alright, let me make this a little triangle, I guess. Cyan, in my defense, it's not a single vertex anymore. I tried making it 2 vertices just in case I didn't like it. But you know what? I'm gonna cave and gonna make it a single triangle. It's gonna be a small one though. And no, this has way too many vertices. There we go. Okay, it's the single triangle. let's see if it's gonna have a problem with it now. So actually already I think I have a little test scene that I did for the grass. I think, yeah, it's grass playground. Whoa! Now that's a new one. That's a new one. Alright. Take 4. Let's try this one more time. Just plain and painter. With a single triangle. With a single triangle. Oh, is it this one? Yeah. Single triangle. Just one triangle. Flower. It's not crossing, so there's that. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's because because of the cross. It didn't keep the assigned. Okay. Let's see which one was it now. Flower. That one. I don't remember the gradient map though. I think it was this one. Okay, let's try this. Oh, yeah, it's 2020.2.1. Not sure why this hasn't been upgraded to LTS. I think when I made it, LTS wasn't a thing. So okay, I cannot see any flowers, so there's that. Gonna why is that? Nothing in the preview as well. Does it need to like recompile them or something? Oh. Okay. That was a thing, I guess. Was it a thing? Let me see. No, shaders as if Pragma required geometry was present. Okay, well, let's make it present, I guess. Good. Random shader stuff. Okay. Did that break my project so hard that I cannot see, like that the shader is not working anymore, or what? Let's say that I remove this. Alright, okay. We've got our flowers back. One step at a time. Yeah, okay, so is there a way to know if you know what, just gonna add a little toggle here just to see, to be able to see, you know, what's going on. So I'm gonna call it uses use instancing, I guess. And okay. I mean, yeah, but that's Unity and instancing enable. I mean, there's the Unity procedural instancing. Oh, the yeah. If okay, if def. No, I think that should do it. So I am. I just got lost. Okay. All right. Let me fix that, by the way. All right. Okay, so cool. Let's try that again. Lane here, painter. All right. So here's the thing. One nasty workaround I had in this little painter system is this, the instance material clone thing. So basically it just clones if nothing is assigned to it, it clones the instance material that you give it. So that way you can have multiple systems with I think it was an issue with like overlapping material, something like that. I think that I could not have multiple systems with the same material, so basically it's cloning it every time. So it has the same name, right? Flower geometry, flight geometry clone, but it cloned it before I signed the shader to it. So you have the flower geometry, which is proper, and you have the clone, which was the default. So yeah, setting it to this and trying again with a try thingy, and seems to be working kinda, but let's see about removing this. There we go. Yeah, the Unity should that be like this or this or this? You know what? There we go. And we've got flowers. Yay! Do we also have music? Okay. All right. This is getting excited, so I'm gonna do one final thing. Okay, I have my flowers here. Cool. So as you can see in the Mesh Instance Painter, I have options for casting shadows and receiving shadows, though we will be in deferred, so that makes no difference. And align it to surface normal, yeah, to that too, I guess. All right. So I'm gonna give some quick shading to this whole thing because right now the flowers are unlit. But there is a quick and easy way to give shading here and actually make it react to all lights and all that stuff with minimal setup. And that's what I had mentioned before in that previous stream when I did some deferred shader stuff, if you remember. I mentioned that there's an easy way to write to the G buffers from a Vertex Fragment shader, and that's super useful for geometry shaders because that way you can get like the standard lighting and reacting to all lights and all that stuff, while you cannot write a geometry shader in like a surface shader. It will only work with deferred. That's something to keep in mind, but it's still something cool either way and easy to set up as well. So this fragment shader actually, you know what, just gonna write a deferred version of it. Gonna take the G2FI, and instead of that setup it has this weirder setup. So Alt G buffer 0 with SV target 0 and 1, 2, 3, and that's 1, 2, emission. All right. And I can actually, oh, this is actually void. I can get that stuff here. The fog doesn't apply because it doesn't work with deferred either way. Clipping that, and I can, let me see, I think, okay. I'm gonna change that to be render type. Oh, that's correct. Light mode deferred, right? And instead use a deferred one. And I can just copy this as it is. That is actually correct. I have the wall normal here. Which do I append it? Yeah, I pass it right here. Oh, that's glorious. Alright. Yeah, I know what's that about. I forgot some includes. A bunch of includes actually. You know what? Just bring them all. Just include all the things. Alright. So now we actually have shading. Like you can see, it's not unlit. At least it gets some shading and all that. And oh, it has this. Oh yeah, it has this annoying thing with the emission. I have to set something for the emission. So give me a sec. So yeah, out emission. Oh, did I write it wrong? Yeah, I did write it wrong. So out emission was flow. Done. Yeah, okay. So we have this. They react to lighting and all that. They do not cast shadows yet, because regardless of the deferred stuff, I still do need to add the shadow casting pass. That's easy though. And that's why I did the whole setup with the CG include before. So tags, light mode, I don't know that by heart. I'm actually copying another script, another shader right now. So again, call off, obviously, and CG program, CG end, and CG. I've never learned that. All that stuff is the same. So yeah, this is what was why I needed that. And oh, actually, oh no, I will use another vertex shader for this. So VTF vertex shadow, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna copy this. Okay. And it's gonna use a fragment shadow. Okay, so this should do it. Yes and no. What is that? What's happening? That's not proper. Okay, I'm gonna get this and this as well. I'm gonna try another approach. I think vert. Oh. Do I need anything else? Oh, it's because it's not working with instancing. That's fun. That's fun. Or hold it, wait, I'm missing stuff. So apparently one way I did it on the previous shader was using these thing here. Let's go on the 3. And I then did this from the get vertex method. Wanna become famous? I mean, sure. Okay. GTF. Alright. Alright. Nope, still nothing. Still nothing. Why? Am I missing stuff? Probably got to do something with the instancing, obviously, but what? I know I have done this before, but oh, is it maybe? Yeah. All right, we're cooking. We have shadows. You will notice though that they're not very close to the flower shape, and that's a very easy fix. That's like super easy fix. The way I'm clipping here, you know what? So I want this. Well, basically this multiplied by the alpha channel, so it's gonna be alpha multiplied by you know what, too bored right now to do it properly. Let's do this. Alright, and if we actually had higher quality shadows or like bigger flowers, you would be able to see it better. What? Wait, what? No. Yeah, just adding some ambient lighting. But yeah, you can see that they react to shadows, and they get shadows, they cast shadows, they get lighting, and their normals are actually, you know what, we can see their normals. So since they're now in deferred, all the debugs work out of the box. So we get albedo, we get specular, smoothness, they have 0 smoothness, 0 specular, and normals. They have the same normals as the terrain. Now, usually that's something I do for grass. Would it work okay for flowers as well? I mean, maybe them having their own normals would actually be better. I don't know. But I mean, to be honest, the flowery part would either way have like those normals either way. So the only difference really would be on the stem. And you know, I don't think I care so much about that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Cyan. So yeah, you know what? Let's increase the size. And we get a whole lot of flowers here. Now, when they are receiving shadows, they are quite dark. Am I? Yeah, I mean, if I were in forward, yeah, wouldn't work. Why does receiving shadow looks like that? Oh, it's because of the emission. Oh, it's because of the emission. Oh, that's annoying. Well, yeah, exactly, Cyan. So the thing is that the ambient lighting is being added to deferred shaders through surface shaders. So it's not actually a thing that's being added on the deferred step. It's something that you have to do manually. So I think I can try and at least get the let's see, the shade SH9 thing. Yeah, I can try and get this to see what it's gonna look like. So I would normal. It needs a float 4, of course. I would normal 1. Okay, now it gets the ambient color, but I mean, kinda. I'm not sure how well it should be blended. Like, you see that this is intense. How is anybody knows how like the ambient color is being applied to the rest of the colors? I mean, it's obviously not just like additive or something. Is it like what? Like this? Ah, that looks kinda cool. Just being multiplicative? Yeah, that looks right. I might have been doing it wrong like for so long. Yeah. Flowers.
How did you do that? How did you do that?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a clone thingy. Come on. Come on. That's fun. They're vibing with the music. The wind might be act weird though. Okay, I want to try something. Last thing, want to try something different from for the shadows because this approach actually has like some bias issues. So I'm gonna try what I tried at first and say vert shadow here. I was about to say that it works much better, and this bias was gone, but like all the shadows are gone. So okay, all right. Try this again then. And I think there was some stuff you could do for the bias. I did it on the grass shader, but you know what? I mean, the camera won't be so close, or if it's not, if it is, you know, gonna hide it, I guess. Oh well, I think this was an overwhelming success. Like initially, I barely thought that I could manage to do like the stem of the flowers in the geometry shader. So I'm even gonna save this scene. Yeah, you can also see that's the cool thing with the deferred, that I did nothing in the shader to support explicitly like point lights, and they just work with well, the shadow casting I did that, but like it does work. And the cool thing is that if I bring this over to the adventure game thing prototype with a custom cell shading, they will also get like the deferred cell shading out of the box as well. So that's cool. Oh, wait. No, never mind. I thought I noticed something cool, but no. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good place to leave this stream. Yeah, I mean, it's been 3 hours, it's already 12 a.m. Yeah, it's a good place to leave it. So yeah, thanks everybody so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed this journey with me. Well, thanks, Eri. Yeah, hopefully that's not my whole entry. Hopefully I will manage to make like a cool little scene with it, and maybe do some of the LOD things that I wanted to do. Also maybe try more. Ooh, those are nice colors. Yeah, I'm gonna play around with this. I'm gonna have fun with this. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Hope you had fun. And if everything goes well, I'll see you again on Tuesday. So yeah. Bye bye.